What's going on, space pirates? I am the captain of this fleet, the ever so charming Dr. Disaster, and today we are going to discuss the upcoming box office disappointment, Indiana Jones 5. You see, several days ago, Disney unveiled Indiana Jones and the Dial of Decidedly Shitty Storytelling to new critics in the United States, and it just isn't helping their case very much. I'll bet that by now Disney wishes they hadn't let people watch this movie ahead of time, because the movie critics, who usually shirk their duties and do their best to shield Disney films from criticism, actually seem to really hate this new movie. The Dial of Decidedly Shitty Storytelling has gone up a few percentage points on Rotten Tomatoes. Just yesterday, it was at 56%, which was up from the lower 50s that it was a week or so ago, and right now it's sitting at 57%. But even the critics who give it a fresh rating do so with the faintest of praise. Get a load of this one. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny will be the height of adventure for some. For others, not so much. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny might not feel particularly innovative, but it is well-made blockbuster entertainment that will deliver what Indiana Jones fans want, and sometimes that's good enough.
This is the worst!
That's just what I want to hear if I'm Kathleen Kennedy. The movie is just good enough. Or how about this one? Begins as a flaming hot fan service mess and slowly regains goodwill, climaxing in a genuinely bonkers 45 minutes, taking the story and action to pleasantly preposterous heights with an emotionally moving conclusion in touch with the story's central themes. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a fresh rating, but I guess it is.
What are they saying about me?
It's not important, dude. The important thing is that deep down, you've got a great heart, bro.
This one here is the biggest red flag for me. Despite some minor stumbles, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is a loving, sometimes subversive, and overall fun experience. This movie is gonna be a hell no from me. I've had enough of subversive Lucasfilm movies, thank you very much. But to make things worse, one of the people who saw the film, Gore, has confirmed that all of the leaks on Reddit are true.
I'm going to give you my broad strokes early impression. And I will tell you this, if you have seen the leaked spoilers, I'll say what they are later, but all the leaks are 100% true. Things occur a little bit differently, but all the leaks are completely accurate.
We're going to revisit those leaks and highlight the worst part of them, because I had a hilarious thought, actually a couple of them, about the alleged ending of the film. The whole movie could be attributed to a dream sequence, fitting for what is basically bad fan fiction.
What's up, nerds?
Alright, me hearties, let's revisit these leaks, shall we? Here is the supposed ending of Indiana Jones 5, which has been confirmed by Gore. I suggest you watch his full stream over on his channel, link will be in the description, but here is that Reddit spoiler. Make sure to plug your ears, I guess, if you don't want this thing spoiled for you, but I personally can't see why anyone would give a shit. This movie sounds awful. Anyhow, for full context, near the film's end, Indiana Jones and Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character Helena completed the Dial of Destiny and went back in time to ancient Syracuse and met Archimedes. Let's read this leak verbatim now. Indy talks to him in Greek, as Helena tells him that Archimedes has rigged the dial in making sure it only sends back to Syracuse on the day of the siege so that they could save him. We understand it's thanks to this jump in time that he found his knowledge about watches and how to complete the dial. Helena desperately tries to convince Indy to get back to the present with him and tells him he would change the course of history by staying, but he refuses to listen to her and says there is nothing for him in 1969. She then punches him and the screen fades to black. Yes, after 4 movies where Indiana Jones is faced with a moral dilemma. The dilemma being, does he pursue the temptation of fortune and glory and misuse the artifact he's been pursuing, or does he do the right thing and not use the artifact for personal gain? That is the theme in literally every single one of these movies.
Don't look right! Keep your eyes shut!
Now you can see the magic of the rock.
I understand its power now.
Indiana, let it go.
Indy is character assassinated in this film. They made him a sad old man who doesn't want to live any longer, and he succumbs to the temptation this time, all so that Phoebe Waller-Bridge can be made the hero who does the right thing.
You dumb bastard.
I mean, think about this. Indiana Jones has had the existence of magic, the supernatural, and God himself revealed to him. But yet he can't seem to make the right decision at the end of this film for reasons.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
Anyhow, the leak shows the ending of the film after the one-hit knockout punch from this puny 100-pound woman. Indy wakes up in his bed in New York City with a lot of bandages on him and several pills around the room. As he gets out of bed, he finds Helena and reproaches her for having brought him back to the present, although there is nothing for him there. Alright, so he wakes up in bed after this big adventure they had, and we have no sense of how the hell they made it back to their own time. There are 2 funny thoughts I had concerning this chain of events. The first is what I mentioned before. Basically, the whole damn movie apparently was a dream sequence. For those of us who view this film as a nightmare, this is the proper way to view it.
It's a nightmare!
My second thought, though, is that this most likely was not the original way the film ended. You may remember back in December, John Williams let it slip that they were redoing the ending of the movie and he was composing for it. This December article comes from World of Real. Indiana Jones 5 Climax is being rewritten/reshot, multiple endings being considered. Even though Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has already been dated and even released a trailer, it might be going through some significant reshoots. According to an Italian website, composer John Williams let it slip that filming hasn't actually been completed yet, and that the ending is being rewritten. Of course, James Mangold denied these rumors, because of course he had to, but I never believed him. I mean, it's not like John Williams is gonna lie. John Williams is an old man who is, he's an insider in Hollywood and he knows how the game is played, but just like Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones, he's a little too old to really be doing this and doing it well. He let this slip, and I'm sure he wasn't supposed to. Well, now it seems evident that James Mangold was full of shit. They may not have done any reshoots, so technically he may have been correct when he said there were no reshoots. But this moment, when Indiana Jones gets punched in the face and the screen fades out, That was probably a moment when Helena saved the day and rescued everyone like a girl boss in the place of Indiana Jones. They likely cut that sequence out because it tested so poorly with audiences, or they cut it out because maybe Bob Iger said, yeah, this is really bad. In any event, that's the only way to explain properly such piss-poor storytelling. I mean, the guys at Lucasfilm are bad, but forgetting to show how they escape the past and make it back to the present is really bad from a fundamental perspective. I mean, what are you trying to convince me of here, Disney? That you are this bad at storytelling? I don't think so. I don't think that was the original ending. I just think the original ending was probably cut out. I mean, otherwise, this is like ending a paragraph in the middle of a sentence. It raises so many questions, and is either a redo of the ending, as I suspect, or it reveals a level of inept storytelling, the likes of which I didn't think was possible in Hollywood. Either way, this movie sounds like pure dog shit, and I can't wait to watch it fail miserably. Considering its budget and the fact that it is tracking to a box office debut only slightly higher than The Flash, well, get your popcorn ready, folks. Not for the movie, mind you. Don't watch that shit. Entertain yourself with the coping and seething that Lucasfilm and their apologists will be spewing all over the place. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.